All right, let's talk. So the new Ultra that's coming out in Dragon Ball Legends is Beast Gohan, which oh boy, I can't wait for Gohan Legends again, as everyone has been saying. And honestly, bro, I'm tired of Ultras. I really am. I'm not gonna lie. Ultras were cool at first, but now it's just become like a thing to where every time they release an ultra, it has to be crazier, better, blah blah, which makes sense because if they just released ultras but they were literally the same thing, I don't think no one would summon for them. But it's just like, man, I'm just tired of them, if that makes sense. And by the way, hot take, I don't like Ultra Gohan's art. His his ultra art looks whatever. Whoops. Like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Like this looks fun. This looks good. This looks good. Don't get me wrong, but like once again, this looks really good. That looks good, but it's just this that I don't like. Like Buddy is barely moving. Like it just reminds me of the Ultra Kid Buu art that I don't have pulled up, but it just reminds me of that, and it's like even Janemba's Ultra art wasn't even the greatest thing ever, but yeah, so that's a thing that's happening soon, and a lot of people are not happy about it. Um, L choice. Hold on, let me reach L choice. Um, the, my hero. Um, honestly, yeah, yeah. Honestly, that's my reaction because there was a leak on Twitter yesterday saying that like the Ultra was Beast Gohan, but the way someone got it was kind of not the best way, but apparently it was the same way that we figured out that we were getting a LR Broly and Dokkan battle. So I didn't know what to believe, but obviously when I woke up today and I saw that it was in fact Beast Gohan, it's like, oh, cool. Um, and by the way, when is this Gogeta getting a Zenkai? Because everything else around him is getting a Zenkai except him. I don't even think it's gonna be that cracked, but we just what's going on here? You guys can release like 50 ultras, but not give the unit that we all want a Zenkai a Zenkai. What's going on here? Um, oh my god, Aizen. Um, but yeah, Gohan Ball Legends. Actually, let me read his kit because I haven't read his kit because literally I had Legends on my phone, but then once I saw that it was Beast, I uninstalled it because genuinely I have not been enjoying Dragon Ball Legends for a very long time, and them basically giving us all these Gohans that are cracked. It's just like, bro, I don't need it no more. So let's see. Fire shows to me cannon with new active gauge. Oh boy, new active gauge! Yay! The active gauge will charge whenever you're off and on the battlefield when it's full. You use it to activate a devastating specific cannon, nullify unfavorable elements, factors, and nullify enemy endurance effects. The enemy cannot avoid it with a cover change or a vanishing step. So use it to finish them off. If your gauge is at 30 and you fulfill certain conditions, Gohan will activate an auto counter against enemies facing forward. And Awaken Arts or Rising Rush, you will even deal massive damage to the enemy. So he's like uh, green Ultra Gohan because he does that. The drawing special move arts will boost the damage special move arts, and when you use them, you can get up to 2 permanent boosts to special. Like Majin Vegeta, Ultra Majin Vegeta, this character has the ultimate art that will deal half the damage inflicted to enemies on standby. Using the ability will nullify your unfavorable factors. On hit, the health percentage of all enemies will be reduced to 50, so your opponent won't be able to effectively recover. He's yellow. Yeah. Genuinely, honest, I think the spur of the reason why I'm talking about this is because there was a video that someone made about how ultras are killing legends, and I agree. I definitely agree. There are a lot of things that are like killing legends, but I think ultras are definitely one of the things because, like in the video, so let me not say a person because no, no, but he deserves. I think it's like okay, Slackox, yeah. So he made a video about how ultras are a problem with legends, and I definitely do agree because, like he said in the video, every time a new ultra gets released, it has to be more busted, more crazier than the one that got released before. Obviously, that's with anything. It's like when a company makes something and they make something newer for it, it has to be better than the other one because otherwise people aren't going to buy it. So with ultras, it's the same way, and I don't know. I don't know. Something definitely has to change about ultras because first of all, the banners suck for ultras. The banners are never good. Um, and I don't know. There's a lot of issues, like I said, with legends, but I think ultras is definitely one of the top three, honestly. And how much you have to like put into possibly getting a ultra, or either getting an ultra or not getting an ultra. And there's really no payoff because if you don't get the ultra, then you just wasted all of your chrono crystals on that. If you do get the ultra, sure, you might have fun with it, but I don't know. I'm really not a fan of like how ultras are. And I used to like legends. Like when legends first came out and it was just like a bunch of sparking characters and you could use extreme characters. Honestly, that was probably one of the best times to be a fan of legends. And then when they introduced Legends Limited, it wasn't that bad because Beerus was the first one and he sucked. So it wasn't like if you had Beerus, you were like cooking. You were kind of just like it was whatever. But then they buffed him, and then yada yada yada. If you play Legends, you know what I'm talking about. And then when we got introduced to Ultras, it was just like not I don't and don't get me wrong. I don't think Legends is gonna die anytime soon. I just think the players may not play it as much, but I don't. I think Legends is gonna be fine. I don't think we're gonna get an EOS next year or the year after that. But it's just like a lot of people aren't gonna flock to it because of ultras. And I imagine that this ultra is going to be prevalent for a really long time because when we first got Beast Gohan a while back, the blue one, he was prevalent for a really long time. And I'm pretty sure he still is prevalent. I'm pretty sure he still is good. I don't. Mine's at like 3 stars, so I don't use him. But I know when he first came out, he was crazy. And same thing with Ultimate Gohan that transformed into Beast. He was also crazy, insane. People still use him to this day, and he's been out for a while. And I imagine that Ultra Beast Gohan is going to be the same way because it's Beast Gohan. They're going to glaze this man to no end. And also, I just thought about something. You guys remember how prevalent Super Saiyan 2 Gohan LF was? Sorry, Legends Limited Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. He was so prevalent that the meta had to change for him. And I imagine like they're gonna have to change a lot of things for Beast Gohan, for Ultra Beast, because it's Gohan. So yeah. Um I can't tell you not to summon for him because, if you like Beast Gohan, go for it. If you don't, whatever. Honestly, I think what they need to do to make Ultras a little bit better, they just have to revamp the banners. I know that's probably not going to happen for a really long time, but they definitely need to because actually no. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when LRs first came out in Dokkan, to where those banners were awful, and to this day they still are awful. Like just regular gold coin LRs, their banners are not good, but at least on that banner you can get other LRs from there. And before we had a lot of them, it wasn't like that. It was basically just like you got the LR and a bunch of other stuff. So I imagine Legends will eventually do that once they have enough ultras, because we have like what, 10 or something. But until then, don't summon for them. And yeah, um, I'm not gonna play Legends for a long time. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Maybe once they finally Zenkai Gogeta, I'll come back. But until then, because no, I've lived through the Gohan meta, and I'm not doing it again. Especially with it being Ultra Beast. So yeah. So yeah, Ultra Beast Gohan. Yay, because the world needed another Gohan after all of the Gohans we got this year.